Shalom. I want to begin a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double blessings and honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, who taught us this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. And in today's lesson, we just, I know it's been a long time. We said we was going to make this lesson a while ago, but we just wanted to talk about the movie Civil War that came out, and we watched it about like 2 weeks ago, but we just really want to give somewhat of a breakdown of what we learned while watching that movie. So we're going to bring out a few precepts on the topic, and Lord willing, we can edify you all. So the movie basically it's like a depiction of what what Civil War would look like in today's times, and like modern days times. And it's one of those typical apocalyptic movies. And in our opinion, it wasn't as good as we thought it was gonna be, comparing it to ones like other apocalyptic movies that came out recently, like Leave the World Behind. But I mean, at the same time, it had like good references and stuff like that. So, with that being said, I want to bring up Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. And for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So basically, in that movie, there were reporters and whatnot, and they knew that it was going to be a war that was coming along and whatnot. And there was some people, like, you know, you have the people who are blind to what's going on in the real world. They don't know what's going on. They didn't really realize or were unaware that it was a war that was about to pop off. And so basically that's just how it's gonna be in real life. You don't have people who are unaware of what's going on. 2/3 just people in general who don't pay attention to the news, don't pay attention to what's going on. They're gonna get caught off guard, which is why it says the day Yahushua's return is gonna be like a thief in the night. People are not gonna see it coming unless you have this truth, unless you're following in His faith. So going on to verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. So in real life, we see the earthquakes going on. In 2024, we had a record amount of earthquakes that's hit the world, especially United States, Babylon the Great. And then on top of that, as far as in the movie, I believe it was California and Texas who quote unquote seceded from the United States. So they basically became their own country, and they had people fighting against people who stood up for the United States or whatever. And so it was just a whole bunch of division between America. And that would be an example of nation rising against nation. But at the same time, though, nation against nation could also be like race wars. Mm-hmm. And so we seen a little bit of that, and we know that that's gonna come to pass as well in real life. You're gonna have black people fighting against white people, and we seen a little bit of that with the Black Lives Matter movement. But that was just a prelude or a precursor to what's really gonna happen, because that really wasn't nothing compared to what's gonna happen for real. There shall be famine. So as far as that in a movie, people who had storehouses, they was charging an insane amount of money in order for people to try and buy things from there.
Yeah, it was 33. They was was trying to get gas from somewhere, and the guy said it was 300. The girl was trying to get gas, and she said, "I got $300 for you." And he said, "$300 won't even get me a sandwich."
Yeah. So hyperinflation and whatnot, that's gonna happen. And at the same time, the crash of the dollar, money's not gonna be the U.S. dollar's not gonna be as valuable as it once was. So we already know that's coming, and that just comes with the MOTB and whatnot, not being able to buy or sell. And so that could be a sign of famines, because if you can't afford to eat, then you're gonna starve. And then pestilence, I'm not sure if they really talked about any like sicknesses and nothing like that in the movie.
Yeah, they weren't really talking about sicknesses, but famine of food and stuff like that, and the devaluing of the dollar, that plays a role as pestilence as well. Which pestilence is really talking about, diseases and plagues, but you know, I mean, when your body needs food and water and you ain't got that, or your car need gas, that's a pestilence because you need it. So yeah, there's many forms of that, right? And we saw a great form of that in 2020 when the C-19 hit, and that hit bad for people, and I wasn't even in the truth then, but it was bad, and that was me in the worldly sense of seeing it was how bad it was. So
Yeah, and then we just know that people who took that thing, they're gonna take that karagma was
and
gonna
they
come
didn't do
next.
it once. They did it twice. They did it 3 times. They did it 4 times. They did it 5 times. They did it 6 times.
Yeah.
I said, boy, y'all motherfuckers wanna die.
And they say it's a 3 to 5 year life expectancy on those things, but
and it's a ticking time bomb, because it's like I heard they do something different with each and every shot you take. So each and everything they got put in them, it was like it's different symptoms and things that can happen to you. Yeah, so it's like everybody got their own separate ticking time bomb on that thing. Like making boom in any second. You got these young ass athletes have been getting taken down over, etc. Man. Ain't no damn 23-year-old fit ass soccer player just fucking dropping dead and just that's it. Ain't no fucking way, man. That ain't right.
Exactly, that's uncommon.
Yeah, you got LeBron James' son with the cardiac arrest. Come on, that ain't no fucking normal shit. That kid fit as hell, man. You know what it is, man. And Bron looking scared too, because your ass may be next and you may not wake up from it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we seen it all, man. And that movie, like the brother said, it wasn't as great as what we thought it was gonna be. I think Leave the World Behind was better.
Yeah, me too. It had more. It did better as far as like symbolism and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it depicted. It had a better depiction as far as what actually. I ain't gonna say what actually is gonna happen, but like it hit every point, if that makes sense. And so, let me read the last verse. Verse 8, and it says, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. So that's just the beginning, and we know that war has to pop off first in order for us to finally get up out of this place and end up.
World War III is not gonna pop off tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that have to come to pass before we even get to that point. And right now we're just hearing rumors of war. We're not even like getting close to them doing drafts, them.
Women getting drafted too. Y'all want to be equal so bad. Y'all ass getting drafted too. Y'all not safe at home.
Yeah, that's not even. We're not even close to that point yet. We're just getting into the early stages of them introducing the Neuralink and the RFID. So, I mean, they still have to push that out. Shit still has to hit the fan in order for them, you know what I'm saying? Pretend like they're the hero, pretend like they're trying to save you and give you an option, a way out of it.
They're already doing human trials with that Elon Musk stuff.
Yeah.
They've been having successful trials now, and they already getting you prepared for the digital system with the whole with these smart stores like Amazon and all these other places,
Yeah.
they prepping you for it, man. I mean, you see when you go, if you go to Walmart, bro, as I work at one, man, people rarely use and I use the self checkout often because unless I have cash, because you can't use it, you can't go to self checkout with cash. Unless I have cash, that's when I go to the cashier. But man, people rarely go to the cashier. They usually only be having to have like 1 or 2 cashiers out there because everybody go to self checkout. They preparing you for that, that stuff, man. And there's a store out there, I forget what it's called, a smart store, where they as soon as you put an item in a motherfucking cart, or if you take it out, if you put it in the cart, it puts it on your tab. If you take it out, it takes it off your tab. Come on now. And there's gonna come a time where you get that thing inside you, and you're gonna walk out the store and it automatically pay. You ain't even gotta stop nowhere. So you won't even be at steal either. So that's the times we in, man. That is the times that we are in. Obviously got to come to pass.
Yeah, and in that movie they weren't necessarily talking about. They didn't depict that because they sometimes like to depict things. I remember I made a lesson on some predictive programming in the show Fallout, where the dude had implanted something into his.
What's that on Netflix?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
The dude had put something in his neck or something like that, or the back of his head, and I just used that as an example of what is spoken of in Revelation chapter 13. So
yeah, because they depicted just war, war in the city. You had this Edomite who, when they stopped him, he was like, well, what kind of American? He was like, are you an American? He was like, we're American. Edomite said, well, okay, well, what kind of American are you though? And like, he's gonna have these damn veteran Edomites out there that's gonna be on that timeline, these country boy redneck Edomites, man, and you Jakes, you getting all these guns, man. We know a Jake who got all these goddamn guns, nigga. You can't use multiple guns at once, nigga. So what's the point of getting all them damn guns? What the fuck are you gonna do when all these damn Edomites, these trained Edomites, because he's in Texas, these trained vets, a lot of trained vets in Texas with a whole bunch of blickies. You got all these rednecks that's been trained and they training they fucking kids. You got little kids shooting at your dumb ass. What you gonna do then? Yeah, when the pressure on you, you shaking and shit like a bitch because you ain't got this wisdom and knowledge to keep you stable.
yeah, you gotta realize, the sword is their power.
Yeah,
That was the power that they were given. We were given spiritual power. So, I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with having a weapon or whatnot, but you can't think that thing's gonna get you saved or up out of this place when calamity hits.
Mm-hmm. Or can put you in a situation where you can't get to that damn weapon.
Yeah, and on top of that, you got to realize that weapon is, you're never gonna win that fight with Esau, because that was the gift they were given.
It comes natural to them.
Exactly. They naturally gonna have more weapons. Naturally gonna have more skill with it. And on top of that, if you're trying to use it on them, yeah, you got some shit coming your way.
Power is spiritual, man. Like the brother said, man. Fuck is a gun. Like weak ass shit, man. That shit sucks, man. I watched that. An edit that I posted on one of my TikToks that brother made. I think it was the brother Manatazak Banyamyan, which maybe Jim has get this work if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Salaki if I'm wrong, but and we posted little clips and edits and stuff, and one of the brothers in there was like, "Fuck is a gun, man. Fuck is a gun. We're gonna be able to shake the ground. We're gonna be like Goku. We're gonna be like Vegeta and stuff like that. We're gonna be shaking the ground with this every step we take. You ever heard of the World Breaker or something like that, Hulk, man? We're gonna be fucking breaking and shaking the ground every time we take a step. That's spiritual power, man. Guns ain't gonna. That's you supposed to leave that shit alone. Our power is greater than that fucking carnal shit, man. Carnal was given. Esau was given that carnal blessing because he didn't get the. So like get video cut out. He gonna have to put it together.
Yeah.
But I was talking about how we got that spiritual blessing, man. We got that power, man. You read the scriptures, it says we're gonna fly and mount like eagles, man. We're gonna fly. We're gonna have the power to take flight. We're gonna have the power to run and not weary, man. Walk and not weary, not get tired, right? We're gonna have power, man. We're gonna have the strength of 10,000 men. We're gonna be powerful, and even more, because we're gonna have the power to manipulate the elements. So we can have more than the strength of 10,000 men if we want to. We could throw whole tanks in buildings, man. We could go to space. We got power, man. We could go to the spirit realm like Yahweh Shai did, because we're gonna defeat death, Lord willing, right? Us brothers in this gospel, man. Us brothers, if we pick to be the elect, we're going to defeat death. Even you martyrs, even the brothers that's going to be martyrs, man. We're defeating death. We're not going to be able to die again. Yahweh Shai defeated death. What is our goal in this thing? To be like Yahweh Shai, man. You know, niggas be like, I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Mike. Fuck that, nigga. We want to be like Yahweh Shai, man. We want to be like him. That's what we want to be like. Yahweh Shai went on that cross and got crucified. He got beat. He got embarrassed, harassed, tortured. He could have easily taken out every soul there, man, if he wanted to, but that wasn't a part of prophecy. He had to go by prophecy. He took it like a man. He took it like a man. We want to be like Yahweh Shai, man. That's a man. He went through a lot, man. That's what we want to be like. You know, and if you don't want to be like that, you know, hey, suit yourself, man. When the time of Jacob's trouble hits, one of them redneck Edomites who got the carnal blessing, or one of them vets, they're going to take your ass off the face of this fucking earth. Right? Because we're not relying on that stuff. We may have it, you know, but I'll tell you what, if I got a weapon, bro, I'm going to say, and if I use it, man, I'm going to say, may Yahweh Shem Shai, I pray you bless me with the power to get out of this situation with this weapon. And put my faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Fuck that weapon. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be on that carnal shit, man. Esau, they got the carnal. They got the carnal, man. They got weapons you ain't never seen before. They got robot dogs with guns on it, with AKs and ARs on it, man. You're not ready for what's coming, man. They got so much shit built and ready for you motherfuckers just for Jacob's trouble. They got it ready just for you Jakes. Just for you. Specially made for you niggas, man. So the fact that you think you're going to rise up against Esau, nigga, you out of your goddamn mind, man. You ain't got the Lord with you? Fuck is wrong with you, dude? You know? Like, it's crazy out here, man. The guy in that Edomite in the movie, he was like, kind of American already. He ended up shooting the two damn Asian fucks that was up there. He blicked both of their ass. I said, boy, it's crazy times, man. Crazy times. And they only got out of this situation because some old Jake ran the niggas over with a car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ended up getting shot.
Yeah, his ass ended up getting shot and killed. And he ended up dying.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom ass nigga.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And so basically I pulled that up because it's referencing end times and the destruction of Babylon the Great. And in the movie, it didn't get to a point to where America was just completely desolate or whatnot. But it was coming to the brink of it. And the movie somewhat like left on a cliffhanger. But we seen the wars going on within the United States as far as America versus America. And we seen the destruction that they were causing. I mean, literally the White House was getting destroyed and was getting ran through. There was a lot of warfare going on, a lot of soldiers and whatnot. So that's another thing that's gonna happen, man. And Esau likes to put things in front of your face because they know that the average person will look past it and not think anything of it, which is predictive programming. So.
Yeah, but it was like states fighting each other.
Yep.
You know, it's like, you know, different states, you know, they had certain people who got the blicks and armies type guys and weapon savvy guys, and they were out there. They were going at it, man, going against each other. And that's the times we're gonna come into now. These states are gonna become divided. The people are gonna come divided. They're gonna rise up against each other. And I got a scripture here, and I'll read it for you. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. The point is at 16. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So, destruction is coming to this world, and you people who dwell in there, you jakes who dwell in this world, man, you about to get hit with something. All right. For the sword is there in their destruction, Salaki. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, man. So, hey, people gonna be rising up and fighting against one another, man. That's like and I don't know if you read. Is that what you just read? Egyptian against Egyptian? Okay, cool. Can you grab that real quick? Egyptian against Egyptian, man, because they're going to be fighting against each other, man. They're going to be rising up against each other. This should be in the book of Isaiah. I don't remember what chapter. But yeah, man. They're going to be rising up, and they're going to be going at it, man. They're going to be going at it. Cutthroat, not giving a fuck about your neighbor no more. I seen a video of this guy, this Edomite guy. He said he was talking to one of his guys, his people he go to church with or something. He said, the guy said, yep, when the cops start rolling in, I'm going to kill that guy, I'm going to kill that guy, I'm going to get that guy, He said, what you're talking about is premeditated murder. Yeah, they already on that time. They already thinking about when they know that it's going to become a time like all hell breaking loose. And they preparing on what they going to do to you people. You thinking your neighbor all nice and stuff, smiling in your face, but shit hit the fan, you fucked. They coming right at your doorstep, man, and you ain't going to be prepared. You're going to have an Isaiah chapter 13, verse 16 moment. When they spoil all your goods, eliminate your children and ravish your wife and daughters. You're going to have one of them moments, man, because you weren't prepared, right? Now, I say this is a man in this truth, man. If you got a family, man, you got kids and you got a wife, and you know about this truth, man, if you ain't doing what you got to do, man, do you really care about your family? They're going to be affected too. It's not only going to be you getting affected because you ain't doing what you got to do. They're going to be affected. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about it in that sense as well. This ain't just for you. It's for them too. All right? And if you got the scripture too?
I can't find it.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of blowback that comes on this place,
Mm-hmm.
and they already know their fate. They understand that they can't run away from it. They might try and hide and run, but they can't run away from the Most High power. Yahweh Hashem outside, they can't run away. It's just we know that we know the 2/3 not gonna understand this, but that's okay because they're just playing their role in the movie, which is why we meant to speak to the hopeful elect and edify you all. So this is it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. This is a good verse.
Now, when you think about that, man, it's obviously not talking about ancient Egypt in this, man. It's talking about Babylon the Great.
Yes.
Because this is modern day Egypt. Man, these motherfuckers gonna be rising up and fighting against each other. If you watch the movie Bushwick, you see that heavily, man. They got these guys from down south, man, coming up in New York, just blicking shit, man.
Yeah, they had not to cut you off,
no, you good.
but they had refugees in that movie as well. Bushwick coming through and killing people or whatnot. And we know that there's a refugee problem, an immigrant problem in America right now. So we already know why they're here. They got them here for martial law troops, and we know that you niggas don't have a clue what's going on. Y'all think they your friends. They coming over and taking your blocks. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yep. Come on, man. And like the brother said, man, immigrants is coming. It's all throughout here, man. There's millions of immigrants in America already, just from the past, just from this year coming here alone, man. There's millions of them, man. You know, and and it's about like 3/4 of them that's here for like to become martial law troops. You know, because other nations they ain't gonna give a fuck about the Americans. You know, and then you got like a 1/4 of them or two halves or half of them. They genuine. They trying to just be a better life here, but they don't know they were just brought here for destruction. You know, and it's gonna get bad, man. It's going to get really, really bad. And when you people start pushing back, then you start resisting, because it's gonna be resistance. The people gonna resist. They ain't just gonna lay down. That's when they gonna fucking bring in more and you really get the fucking shit up, man. Right? That's why we're gonna have to have the Lord for our protection. Because if the Lord wasn't gonna save us out of this, we'd all be fucked up, man. And I want to finish reading this. Verse 16 in 2 Ezra 15. For there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So, and if you go into that word sedition, I already pulled it up on Google. Let me see.
Sedition.
So sedition, man. Sedition is overt conduct, such as speech or organization, that tends toward rebellion against the established order. Sedition often includes subversion of a constitution and incitement of discontent toward an insurrection against established authority. All right. So, let me turn this volume back down. So, it's basically a rebellion, man, resisting the authority, man. And that's like the scriptures say, man. In the rest of the second half of the scripture, it says they're not going to regard their kings or princes because they're going to be resisting. They're going to be rebelling against them. Not going to give a fuck about what the president says with the mayor or the what are those other people called?
Political leaders.
Yeah, or any political leaders. You know, they're not going to give a fuck what they say, man. They're not going to give a fuck about the cops or nothing, man. The cops going to be so fucked up, man. It's going to be so fucked up. The cops going to be quitting. They're going to be resigning. There's a lot of cops resigning now because they got to go fend for their family. They got families at home, too. And they got to go protect them, right? So that's the times we coming in, man. A great resistance, a great rebellion amongst the whole nation. And this place is already divided, man. It's too far divided to heal it up. You can't put no tape on this, man. Can't put no glue on this. Can't put a Band-Aid on this and hope it heals, man. Babylon will not be healed. The scripture speaks about that as well. I forget where it said. But the scripture basically says, man, there's no healing for Babylon, right? There's no healing for it. It's just fucked. This place is fucked, right? And I want to keep going. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. And there's going to be martial law troops set up in certain cities, like in all these cities, like, you know, 15-minute cities. They've been talking about the smart cities, man. And if you go to try to get past a certain checkpoint, they're going to be there and they're going to be like, why you got to go there? Why you need to leave?
And actually, they were, they had stuff like that that they depicted in the movie. Yeah. So whenever they would try and travel, because the main characters in the movie were trying to get to Washington, D.C.
Yeah, they were journalists.
Yeah, so when they were driving, they kept on getting stopped whenever they would come into a town. And they basically would question them, why are you trying to go where you going for, and all that stuff.
Yeah, and they let journalist badge and they let them go by because they know they're here to take flicks and all that, you know.
But we know that journalist badge is just a representation of something else. So.
Yeah, most definitely. And to keep going, you know, because you ain't going to be able to go to different cities, man. You're just going to be stuck.
Yeah, I was looking for that scripture. I couldn't find it.
Yeah. It's a spirit with each other. Verse 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So because of the pride of these people, man, America's proud, man. The women proud, these niggas proud, Heathens proud. Everybody proud here, man. They think they untouchable. They unfuckwittable. Until the Lord showed them that they are fuckwittable and they untouchable, man. Right? And everybody gonna be, and men gonna be afraid. You women who got these so-called tough guys, these Pookies and Ray Rays, you gonna find out them niggas really some bitches, man. You really some hoes. Your best combat fighter gonna get fucked up. He gonna get fucked up, man. Yeah, he might get fucked. Your favorite, most dominant combat fighter, John Jones, ain't got shit. He ain't gonna do shit in Jacob's Trouble, man. He gonna get fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson gonna get screwed up. All these people, man. Hey, hell's coming to this place, man. Hell is coming to this place, and to keep going. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. I was looking for this too. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, hey, man, like I said earlier, man, people not gonna give a damn about their neighbors, man. They're not gonna give a fuck about their neighbors. Man, like I said earlier, this guy said he already got people in his mind who gonna fuck up when the cops start rolling in. Yeah, your neighbor who you thought they loved you so much, man, fuck around and find out, and fuck around and let them fuck around and know what you got in that house, man. And if you got goods in there, you're screwed, man. Screwed. You know what I'm saying? And if you could go to, just for a second, Isaiah 13-16 for me really quick. I'm going to read this one.
You said Isaiah
13-16. And let me see.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
Yeah, so you read that again for me.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
Yeah, so your children gonna be, it's like the scripture I spoke about earlier, your children gonna be getting eliminated. Your houses, meaning your goods, are gonna get taken, man. When it says spoiled, your goods gonna be stolen from you. And your wives and your daughters, because if your daughter, good looking daughter too, yeah, they're gonna all get taken. It's like that's a spoil of war. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill your sons, and then they're gonna take your wife and your wives and your daughters, right, for themselves, so they can have fun with them, right? And that's what's coming if you don't serve Yahweh Bashim Yashah. If you ain't doing His work, His will, right? If you ain't pleasing Him, that's the type of case you're gonna be in. That's a terrible case to be in, right? We want to be in a case where the Lord going to make miracles happen for us. We don't want to be in a case, in a pitiful case, right? We want to be in a good case where Yahweh Bashim Yashah. So that was the point right there for me. You got anything?
Yeah, let me bring this up real quick. I just want to end the lesson off with this scripture. 2 Ezra chapter 4 verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world has it fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. And so basically that's just speaking, man. We just gotta stay in the faith, keep believing. We're gonna be saved about this place real soon, man. And the more we read, the more it brings joy to us. And the more you realize it's a blessing to have this truth and this knowledge. And at the same time, going on to 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. It's an ultimate reward for doing Yahweh Bashim Yashah's work, man. It's an ultimate reward that we can't even fathom. And then also, for the world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. You just, when you come into this truth, it just makes you look through a whole different lens. It makes you see the world for what it is. So, with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Lord willing, this is edifying. And until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.